Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing on today? You already know it is a fave of ours here at the cafe. Author Sharon C. Cooper is hanging out with us on today, guys. I'm super duper excited because not only are we celebrating a new release, guys, it is a new series. And if you don't know, let me just go ahead and let you know. Sharon C. Cooper is that author, okay? She is that author. If she writes it, I'm reading it, okay? So thank you so much for hanging out with us on today. And of course, like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to come on down to the cafe because we are hanging out with author Sharon C. Cooper on today, and it's going down. And you never know, she just may spill a little bit of tea. Sharon, my friend, for those who may not know you, please introduce yourself to the people, my friend.
Hey, Angela. Sharon C. Cooper. I write contemporary romance, romantic suspense, and I dabble a little bit with romantic comedy. I think I'm up to maybe 44 books, 45 books, something like that.
I love it.
Yeah. And I have several series. I have a little something for everybody. And I'm glad to be here.
Okay, now Sharon, you know I gotta mess with you. No, you didn't say you dabble a little bit in rom-coms, romantic comedy. Guys, let me just tell you, if you have not read Sharon C. Cooper's rom-coms, she is holding the record, okay? There's a
Oh,
wig scene. That's all I'm gonna say. She is holding the record that you will be like holding your side hurting, laughing, tears coming down your eyes. It is hilarious as well. But yes, guys, Sarah C. Cooper, she is the queen of a series. That's one of the things that we're celebrating because this is a new series, a new family that she is bringing to us. And Sharon has those characters that sometimes they can be cross-referenced. They may show up in another series. They may make pop-up visits, all of that good stuff as well. But guys, her characters, they family. They feel like family. Once you get attached to any of her series, you feel like you are a part of their family as well. We have Helen Gibson hanging out with us. She was like, "Oh, goody, romantic suspense." Yeah, she
hi,
gives us
Helen.
some romantic suspense. The Atlantis Finest. Okay, y'all know we are super fans of that. All her other books as well, too. So thank you guys for coming in. And if I didn't tell you already, be sure, guys, like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend to come on down to the cafe. Hey, Waletta, thank you so much for joining us. Helen, she has something for everybody. Yes, she has rom-coms, literary fiction. She has a romantic suspense. She gives you a little bit of everything. And it's a bonus for her books, guys. Her books always have all the feels, okay? All the feels. She'll give you a little bit of spice as well. You'll get some spice. I love that as well. But Sharon, I'm super duper excited. I'm smiling from ear to ear. I think when I got notification that you was doing a new series, I was like, oh my goodness, count me in. Count me in. I was like, friend, you got to come to the cafe and we got to tell the people. So guys, again, like, tag, and share because we're getting ready to get started about this new series. Now, Sharon, the new series, well, book one is called Believing in You.
Mhm.
And this is the Priestley. Am I saying it right? I say
Yep,
Priestley. Okay. This is
yep.
the Priestley family series. So, first of all, you got to spill some tea, my friend. What inspired the Priestley family series?
I have been working on so many of the other series quite a bit, and I wanted to just do something different, something new. Um, and and so then I started thinking of this family. I wanted them to be a little different than the Jenkins family, but I still wanted them to have that tight knit family
Yeah.
vibe that's found in all of my books actually. And yeah, I just was ready for just to try something different and to branch off a little bit. I'm not saying that I'm not finished with the Jenkins family or anything like that before anybody asks. But I did want to just kind of introduce a different family that was floating around in my mind. So
I
that's
love that. Well, thank you for bringing us a series. And guys, if you have not, it's hot off the press, okay? So if you have not gotten you a copy, if you haven't started reading it, you are in for the treat. I mean, again, when I say all the feels, we're going to talk a little bit later about all these tropes. One that I definitely got to point out is Grumpy Sunshine. Sharon, I don't know if you know, I'm so here for Grumpy Sunshine. I love a good
Really?
Grumpy
I did not know
Sunshine. So
that.
I was like, yes. Again, I just fell in love with this. The characters, guys, let me just tell you, when you start reading this book, you will not want to stop. Okay. Sharon, I love the pacing. It's, I'm just so overjoyed. If you can tell, there's so much I want to say as well. So I want the people to find out about it as well. So that's what we're going to do on today. So you told us a little bit about what inspired this new series, the Priestley series, as well. And they are a family. And I love how, guys, if you get like her newsletter, she kind of spilled some tea. Like she gave you like the names of the family members. She even, if you read your newsletter, she even told you what book 2 was going to be. I was like, ooh, I feel like I'm in the know. I feel like I'm in the know, Sharon, as well. So thank you for sharing that about this particular family. But book 1 is actually going to be Nyla's story. Am I saying her name right?
Yep.
Because with names,
Mhm.
as
Right.
readers, we'll say it how we think it is.
Right. That's correct, though.
Yes. We have author Sharon Blunt hanging out with us. We
Hey,
got
Sharon.
Jennifer Copeland
Jennifer.
hanging out with us as well. Mama Tony is hanging out with us
Hey,
as well.
guys.
And Mama Tony says she got her copy this weekend as well. We have Carolyn hanging out with us, guys. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us on today. And of course, if you have a question or two, I definitely put it in the comment section as well. We'll see if we can get to some of you guys' questions that you may have as well. But this is Nyla's story. And then the hero in here is Harrison Grant. And child, let me just tell you his backstory. Okay. A man with a past. Okay. But there may have been some, it may have been some things that he was charged with that he didn't necessarily do, but that brings it all, makes it all juicy. And then of course, like Sharon, she's gonna give us a little bit of suspense, all that good stuff too. So I want to
you have to add a little bit of suspense.
Yeah, just a little bit, guys.
Or mystery. I guess that would probably be a better.
Just a little bit. So for those suspense lovers out there, she do give you a little bit. Let's see. Oh my Lord! I just looked this book up. The main male character is a saxophone player. Yes. See, you spilling the tea, Helen. You spilling the tea. And I don't know about you guys, but it sounds like me and Helen, we both love a sax. We both love a saxophone. Okay, bring on the jazz and the saxophone player. So, Sharon, for you, once you decided that she was going to give us a new series or what have you, did you know that Nyla's story was going to be first? How did that come to be?
I did. I knew her story was going to be first. I'm trying to think, how did I know? Oh, fun fact. Many probably know Miss Prissy. Her and I were at a conference last year sometime. At the Raw conference, and just sitting around talking. And you know how it is when you talk books. Everybody has ideas, and one idea, goes to another idea. Anyway, her and I were talking about some past characters, and so if you know Miss Prissy, she always has ideas, and so I'm just there picking her brain, and then the thoughts are coming, the ideas are flowing, and it's like, okay, I know what the first book is going to be. So I had to credit Miss Prissy for the conversation, even though it didn't turn out exactly the way her and I talked about it. But she was so helpful in getting the creative juices flowing. So yeah, I knew Nyla and Harrison would be first.
Wow, I love that.
Mainly because Harrison was a sax player, and her and I were talking about sax players.
Wow.
Because her husband, Miss Prissy's husband, is a sax player.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Y'all, Sharon C. Cooper is spilling the tea. She is spilling the tea.
Y'all have to check out his music. I'm just saying.
If you guys are just joining us, we are hanging out with author Sharon C. Cooper. She is a fave here at the cafe, guys. We're talking about her new release. It is called Believing in You. It is hot off the press. It is available in print as well as available in ebook as well. Check out that cover, boys and girls. And speaking of covers, tell us a little bit about this cover. Did you design it yourself? Did you have a cover designer? Tell us about that.
Actually, I had a cover designer. This series is I wanted so many different things for this series. I wanted it to do a few things. And so with that, I wanted a cover that kind of more so displayed maybe part of of a scene or two. That one mixes up a couple of scenes. And yeah, I had a cover designer who did it. And I thought she did a fabulous job. Yeah.
Yes, she did. She did. And then speaking of that, we got to get the tea about this title of book one, the first book in the Priestley family series, Believing in You. Okay, Sharon,
Did you like that?
did that title come first or did it come a little bit later? And then tell us about the title.
Actually, it for the majority of the time I was writing that story, I had a different title. I could have
Oh,
went with either one, but there were parts in the story um, that sparked the idea of believing in you. So no,
okay.
it wasn't my first choice of titles, but I thought it was a good fit for the route that the story went.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. And guys, once you start reading, I mean, even at the beginning, you'll the title will definitely make sense. The title definitely matches kind of like what is going on in this story as well. Now, Sharon, I want to ask you a little bit about, let's talk about these characters a little bit, okay?
Okay.
So of course we got Nyla Priestley. I absolutely love Nyla. I love her. Y'all, Nyla is a creative, okay? Nyla is
Right.
a creative.
Yeah, she's a little eccentric, a
She's a little
little,
eccentric, all that good stuff, but she has a good heart.
yeah.
She's a hard worker. She has some goals and some dreams that she's trying to get to as well. But what can you tell us about Nyla Priestley's character?
I like Nyla. She and I are very different.
Okay.
Where I'm a planner, I'm kind of focused, a little OCD. Nyla is none of that.
No.
She just kind of flies by the seat of her pants.
Yep.
However, with her goal of owning Moody Days Jazz Club, that's her whole world. Her whole being is just to be the owner of that jazz club that she's been working at since graduating from high school.
Yeah.
And so, but she's some of her priorities are not in place. She was a couch surfer. Yeah, so she has good
She
intentions,
has good
but
intentions, but
yeah, she has really good intentions, but she kind of lost her way a little bit as far as priorities. However, she's seriously focused on owning that club.
And Sharon, and you can share a little bit this too, and you can spill as much tea as you want. One thing about her too, even though she's like a free spirit, she's a creative, all these things, she is focused and determined, to be the owner of this club. Right now, she's the manager,
Right.
but she also have a few insecurities when it comes to like comparison with her siblings because they've all
Yes,
graduated from high school, but they all have degrees and they all have, pretty significant positions and things of that
they
nature. And then it's
do.
her. And so again, hinting to the title, believing in you, all that good stuff too. But Sharon, how important was it for you to show that side of her too? Because it's like, even though, she kind of, sometimes she just made decisions and all that stuff, but still that kind of was one of those things that kind of bothered her a little bit.
Yeah, I wanted to add her insecurity because I think we all suffer from some type of insecurity. You can be super successful and still have that little insecurity that just kind of creeps in when you least expect, or something that you're working on. You still haven't come to terms with it as far as believing in yourself. And so I really wanted to bring that out because I really just believe we all have a little insecurity in something. And with
Yeah.
hers, it was just not feeling like she was enough, or not
Yeah.
feeling that she was smart enough. And you're
Yeah.
right, her siblings, everybody, has a college degree, or like her brother, military, former military, and now police. She just felt like she didn't, her high school education, she feels like it's not enough. On the other hand, she just knows that she's not the college type, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tried it, didn't work.
And she did take
And
some courses, guys. She did take
yeah,
some courses and stuff like that, but she was like, this ain't my flow. This ain't
right,
me.
exactly, But knowing she knows that, but then she still has that insecurity that she can't compare to others who have um, pursued degrees and things of that nature. So yeah,
Yes,
that was a good
yes.
question.
Now, I want to ask you this. You know we got to talk about Harrison. Okay, y'all, first of all, Harrison is fun with a capital F. Okay. Harrison is fine, okay? But Harrison got some things going on as well that put him in a place that he's now kind of like guarded, like really guarded. Okay, he's really guarded. But what can you tell the people about Harrison Grant's character?
Okay, so Harrison, um, I don't know if any of you, let me just back up a few minutes, but if any of you follow my Pinterest page, with each book, I usually have an inspirational picture or person in mind when I'm coming up with these characters.
Uh-huh.
And for Harrison, I'm trying to think of the guy's name, Darren Henson. He is an actor, beautiful, beautiful brother. He's who I had in mind for Harrison. He used to play in Soul Food. He was can't think of which role he plays, but anyway, look up Darren Henson, I believe it is. And then that's Harrison. And so I'm sorry, what was the question again? I'm rambling.
You spilling the tea. You was kind of letting us know about his character, like his characteristics or
Yeah,
whatever.
and so
But you
that's
was
how
right in line. You was giving us a visualization. So there you go.
exactly. And so I had Darren in mind, not his personality per se, but his good looks in mind when I was coming up with Harrison. I wanted somebody who was really opposite of Nyla. Harrison has his stuff together. His past was a little shaky and drama filled,
Yeah,
but he has his stuff together.
he has
Solid
his stuff
job,
together.
highly educated. Um, his life is in order as far as has a home and cars and things of that nature. Where Nyla, and I think she even mentions this, where he's already where she's trying to get to,
Yeah,
basically. And
yeah,
she just feels he's so totally out, um just he's just way more than he has more to give than she does in her
yeah,
eyes,
yeah,
basically she felt like he was out of her league.
yeah,
And so
yeah.
that was intentional because like her friend Jamie, he's a mutual friend of hers and Harrison. And he just felt like they
Yes.
would just be perfect together. They could balance each other out,
Mhm.
where neither one of them really saw it, even though that attraction was very intense between them. They
Oh
just
yeah.
couldn't necessarily see themsells together, basically, you know. But I liked
Yes, yeah. And
Harrison.
look, and
He
I'm
was
so
very
glad that you mentioned
vulnerable.
Jamie. Yes.
Yes.
I'm glad that you mentioned Jamie because I was going to ask you to tell us a little bit about him. And guys, of course, Jamie is Nyla's best friend, but he's also a mutual friend of Harrison as
Harrison.
well. And let's just say he was playing a little matchmaker. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll give you that much of the
He was
tea
trying
as
to.
well. But what can you tell us about Jamie's character?
I really enjoyed Jamie's character. He was a little bit of an instigator, maybe, but it's because of him. No, actually, I was going to say it's because of him. They came together. He had a small role, a pretty big role, actually, in bringing them together. Even though Nyla and Harrison first met at Nyla's temp job which was where
Yeah.
Harrison was an executive at, And so, needless to say, Jamie was shocked that they knew each other when he had been trying to
Right.
get them together.
Yes. It was like, oh, y'all know each other? Well,
Yeah,
really, she was like, he's my boss. So I can totally picture like that whole scene, like unwinding or whatever. Because guys, let me just tell you, even in the workplace, I mean, they both were attracted to each other, but they was trying to like keep it at bay. Or what
exactly.
have you. And then lo and behold, he come waltzing in to the jazz club
To
where
the
she
club,
works or what
yeah.
have you too. So I love it. Guys, if you're just joining us, hanging out with author Sharon C. Cooper. Guys, we are super duper excited today. Not only are we getting a new release exclusive, we're celebrating with her because this is the first book of her new series. It is the Priestley Family series. The first book is called Believing in You. So guess what? You are right on time for the party. Okay. You don't have to go back and try to find the other books. No, this is book one to get you where you need to be as well. And so, guys, the siblings, if you follow Sharon, if you get her newsletter, all that good stuff, you have Essence. You have Cree, you have Dorian, you have Zion, and you have Nyla. And I'm assuming that they all gonna get a story, right, Sharon? Because it's the Priestley family series.
Exactly. All five of them will get a story. The next story will be Zion's story, is entitled Finding You. That one's gonna be a blast. Yeah, that one's gonna, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so they're all gonna get a story.
I love it. And guys, Sharon she is spilling the tea tonight. Did you just hear her? Next up, book two will be Zion's story, and it's called Finding You. So you got the heads up. So when she get those pre-order links out there, go ahead and pre-order the second book in the series, which is Finding You. And let me just tell you, after you read Believing in You, you're gonna be ready for book two. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, Sharon, we're gonna do something a little different today. You know how we usually kind of do like this or that. Y'all, let me just say, Sharon go through some tropes in this book. Okay, I love it. I'm so here for it. So I'm gonna call out a few things, or a few themes or tropes that is kind of not kind of, but are related to the story. And then I'm going to allow author Sharon C. Cooper to spill as much tea as she want based on what we say. Okay, are you ready, author
Okay.
Sharon C. Cooper? Okay,
I
let's
think
get
I'm
started.
ready.
First up, slow burn. Now I love it. Now Sharon, the slow burning was slow burning. I love it. I'm here for it. Slow burn, girl. Slow burn.
It's funny you mentioned that, because it is a slow burn, even though I'm not a slow burn kind of person normally. But this story just kind of worked out that way, because of how they were getting to know each other, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Um, and and though it was a slow burn, that their attraction was immediate.
Oh yeah. The
Yeah, the
chemistry is
attraction
there.
was
Yes.
immediate. It was fun to it was fun having them to try to kind of, keep it at bay, basically. Because
Yeah.
Nyla was attracted to her temporary boss. She knew she was only at that job for a little while.
Yeah.
So, she wasn't trying to get involved with him. Plus, she thought he was out of her league.
Right.
Harrison, he has just some issues, which was why he tried to keep his distance, but kind of fate just kind of brought them together, and it
Yeah.
just kind of went from there. So yeah,
I love
definitely
it.
had a
I
slow
love
down. Yeah.
and Helen says she think this will be her weekend read.
Oh,
Helen,
good.
perfect weekend reading. Perfect weekend reading. Okay. I love it. I
I
love it.
hope
I
you
love it.
enjoy it, Helen.
And speaking of it being your weekend read, guys, we will be sharing with you how you can get your hands on a copy of it. Book clubs out there, perfect book club read. It's a book if you want to buddy read with someone, or if you just want to enjoy it on your own. Believing in You, book one of the Priestley Family series. It is hot off the press and definitely available for you in ebook or print, whatever suits your fancy. Okay, next up, Sharon. Second chances. Second chances.
Yeah, the second chance wasn't intentional, but it did feel like a second chance for Harrison, especially.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh
be,
yeah.
yeah, because he had been engaged, and because of some things that kind of blew up in his life, that ended. And so he had pretty much was like done, he wasn't willing or interested in letting anybody get close to his heart again. So it was a second chance for him to find someone who could love him the way he wanted to be
Oh,
loved and
yes.
deserved to be loved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, let me tell you, if you want to know what happened to blow up, that just was, you got to read the book. You got to read.
Yeah.
But we gonna leave you hanging on some stuff that you gotta get the book to find out what is it that just had him to be like, I'm done. That had him just guarded and all this good stuff as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
And those people, you can't blame them because, I
oh,
mean,
yeah.
he went through some, yeah. Yeah. You can't really blame him for like,
Okay.
nope, not doing this again.
Woo. Okay. Okay, Sharon. Next up. Okay, you ready? Grumpy Sunshine. Grumpy Sunshine.
Grumpy
That I'm so here for.
Sunshine. Yeah, because Nyla she comes across as a free spirit
Yeah.
and just kind of la la, in La La Land a little bit. I think one of her sisters even mentioned
Yeah.
that she's always in La La Land. And so she truly, I felt like she was definitely just a breath of fresh air, sunshine. And Harrison was not. He definitely played the role of a grumpy guy, at least for the early on in the story, and he had every reason to be, in my opinion.
Yes.
Just because of his circumstances.
Yes,
So.
and then you got to tell us a little bit, guys. She did spill a little bit of tea about him being a saxophonist, but it's a jazz club romance. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I love jazz.
Yeah.
And just that I could totally picture them on stage. I could picture him and his I don't know if it'd be a pseudonym or his I think I called it like his disguise, his alter ego, basically. And I just loved Nyla's reaction when she saw him. She was so used to this, buttoned up, straight laced, standoffish guy. And then when he shows up for her, looking like total opposite of what she was accustomed to, that was a fun scene, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Sharon, when you think about the characters that bring up or that make up the first book in this particular series, or what have you, is there a character, and I love asking this question, that was a little complex for you to write, but at the same time, did you have another character that was like borderline fun for you to write?
I think the most complex person to write definitely was Harrison.
Oh, yeah.
Just to try to tap into his personality. I was hoping to, show his growth throughout the story, where he was kind of shut down, closed off. And then, with Nyla, whether he realized it or not, was slowly pulling him out of that little room that he kind of, room of protection that he put around himself. So I would say he probably was the most challenging. Probably the most fun character was Nyla's mom, Virginia. I think I'm gonna really enjoy inserting her into every single book.
Wow. That's exciting. And that's some tea. That's some tea for us. I love that. I love that.
She was
Now,
a
Sharon,
fun
I wanted
character.
you to share a little bit because, like I said, girl, you can write a series. Okay, you can write a series. You give us the
Thank
soap
you.
opera vibes. You give us the saga. I mean, you give us everything in these series that, like as I stated earlier, that these characters, they family. I mean, they are family. What is that like for you to create these backdrops in these families that we fall in love with as well? What is that like for you as a writer?
When I first started writing, that wasn't necessarily intentional because even in those series that aren't family series, the people in the series are like family. Like with my Reunited series, those guys, the common thread was they were all Navy SEALs, and because of that bond, the series kind of felt like they were really family. And that's the same with Atlanta's Finest.
Yeah.
I don't think most of them aren't related, Yet,
Yeah.
when one is in trouble, there's going to be a whole lot more that show up for them. And
Yeah. Yeah.
so creating that family vibe, I think that just kind of just happened for
Yeah.
those series that aren't,
They aren't family.
specific.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. And I enjoy that,
And
because
in
we all
your
have
books
those
too,
friends who are like family. So
and
yeah,
in your books too, Sharon, speaking of family, because guys, some of her series, they are family members, and then some of the other ones, like she said, they may have a common theme that kind of bond them together. But it
exactly.
also in those books of hers, it makes it true that blood doesn't necessarily make you family, because some of these individuals, they again they family.
Yeah, exactly, exactly,
I
exactly.
love that. I love that. Now, Sharon, I want to ask you this, going back to Nyla and Harrison's story, my friend. What did you enjoy about bringing their story to life?
What did I enjoy? I think I really enjoyed their differences. It
Mm,
really made it fun to watch them kind of interact with each other. Nyla's fun side and Harrison's serious side, and then to watch them both of them grow through the story. I think I really enjoyed that because I could actually see it. Sometimes as an author, you're just writing and you're so, into the story. But I actually did feel their growth as they went through the story.
wow. I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah, yeah,
I love that. And again, guys, believing in you, it is a story of all the feels. It's all the feels. I'm gonna tell you that it is all the feels. If you have not gotten your hand on a copy of it, hold tight. We will be sharing with you in just a moment how you can get your hands on a copy. I've seen some people in the comments, they was like, they already done one click, Sharon. They have
well,
already
good. I'm hoping everybody enjoyed the
well.
story.
And Sharon, of course, for you as the author and starting a new series as well, what is something that you want some of your the readers? What do you want them to take away from the beginning of this new series, the Priestley Family?
What I really want, especially for this series, is for them to be entertained.
Mhm.
There's just so much going on in the world, and I feel that this series, yeah, there's a couple of serious topics, but I really tried to just make it an entertaining story. So
Mhm.
I want people to be able to just sit back, put their feet up, and then just really kind of dive into what hopefully will be an entertaining story for them. Yeah, they'll have some laughs, some parts that might be a little tear jerking, but ultimately, I want them to just be entertained, something a little lighter than day to day life, and just, pick up a book that will definitely entertain them.
I love that. And guys, she definitely entertains. Let me just tell you, this is one of those books. Like I said, I love the pacing of it. But it is one of those books, guys, that once you start, you're not gonna want to put it down until you finish.
Oh,
So I'm
I'm
just putting
glad
that
to hear
disclaimer
it.
out there. Okay. So if you got other things that you need to do, you may be kind of like, like if you put yourself on a timer for reading and all that good stuff, it's that good. You're not going to want to put it down. Sharon did her thing, bringing us book one in the Priestley Family series, Believing in You. Okay, guys, there is a wonderful giveaway. I know what the giveaway is going to be on tonight, but I'm going to let Sharon C. Cooper share with you what the giveaway is going to be on tonight.
Okay, I'm giving away. There'll be two winners, and it'll be winner's choice of any of my books except for Believing in You. So whoever you pick as the two winners, they'll yeah they'll get to pick one of my ebooks, and then I'll get that
I
to
love
them.
it. I love it. And this is a great comment leading into that. Author Sharon Blunt said all of Sharon books are like that. I never think about
Thank
stopping
you,
when I read one of her
Sharon.
books. I know, right? I know, Author
Yeah,
Sharon
that's
Blunt.
so
That is so
sweet.
true.
Thank
And
you.
so, speaking of that, the giveaway winners, there will be two. Of course, all you had to do was comment throughout our program on tonight. And Author Sharon C. Cooper is going to help me. She's going to tell me when to stop. She's going to do it two times. And then
Okay.
that person will be able to select any one of the books from her backlist, notice I said backlist. So this book, Believe It in You, is not included, but any of the
Right.
books from her backlist, you will be able to let us know. It'll be reader's choice of which book that you want, and then we'll get that information to author Sharon C. Cooper, and she will get the book out to you. Okay, author Sharon C. Cooper, I am so ready. I'm getting
Okay.
ready to go up and down the comment section, my friend. So this is our first time for the first book. And whenever you tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. See. Carolyn, my friend, you are the winner. So if you would inbox me your information, you can also go to author Sharon C. Cooper's website. You can see all of her backlists or what have you. Just let me know which book that you want. Get that information to me, and I will be sure to get that to author Sharon C. Cooper. So congratulations, Carolyn. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Carolyn.
Okay, we're gonna do it one more time. All right, let's
Okay.
go. Let's see. All right.
All right. Stop.
Okay. Helen Gibson, you are the second winner. Same thing. You can go to her
Perfect.
website. And then this will be the first book that you read by her. You can also go to
Nice.
her website, check out all of her books from her backlist. Let me know which one that you select, and I will get that information to author Sharon C. Cooper for you as well. So congratulations, Carolyn. Congratulations, Helen. As well, we are
Congratulations,
appreciating
ladies.
that. Yes. So congratulations to you guys. Okay, guys. Of course, the time goes by so fast. We have hung out with author Sharon C. Cooper talking about her new series, the Priestley Family Series. Believing in You is book one. And Sharon, I know they're on the edge of their seats. They want to know, how can they get their hands on a copy of this book and this new series, guys? And it is available in ebook and it's available in print. Author Sharon C. Cooper, share
Yep.
with us how to get a copy.
If they go to my website and click on the book cover, it'll give them links to everywhere the book is sold. So just go to my website, which is SharonCooper.net. Again, that's SharonCooper.net is my website, and you'll find every single book, the links of where you can buy the books. You'll also find a link to my newsletter. So if you're not following my newsletter, definitely do that so you can get sneak peeks of books that are coming. And I do giveaways periodically just for my newsletter followers. So again, it's SharonCooper.net.
I love it, and we have it on the screen, guys. You can get a copy of Believing in You, or all the links of where you can purchase a copy of Believing in You from her website, www.SharonCooper, not no C, just
Right.
SharonCooper.net. You can get that as well. And while you over there, guys, sign up for her newsletter. Let me just tell you, okay, speaking of newsletter, you want to be on that newsletter link, because you get sneak previews, you may get snippets. Not only that, Sharon is Karen. Sharon, she also share so she may tell you about other books that's out there, about other authors, all that good stuff. But you would definitely want to sign up for her newsletter. And not only sign up for her newsletter, but I'm going to also let her share with you how you can stay connected with her. Of course, her website, but where are the other places, author Sharon C. Cooper, that they can stay connected with you?
Okay. I'm on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook. And I recently joined Blue Sky. Those social media sites I'm on. Also have a Pinterest page if you ever want to know what my inspirations are, as far as what you find inside the book, clothing, the way houses look, the way the jazz club look, and all that stuff. Just go to my Pinterest page, and I have I guess they call it a pin for each book, and you'll get a feel for how I came up with some of my ideas that are in the book in each
I
story.
love that. I love that. Author Sharon C. Cooper, we have had an amazing time hanging out with you on today.
Thank you for
We
having
here at
me,
the cafe
Angela.
is super duper excited. Guys, I keep saying it. It's a new series from author Sharon C. Cooper, the Priestley Family Series. So go out there, tell a friend to tell a friend that Sharon C. Cooper is hot out the press with the Priestley Family Series. Sharon, I think I did pretty good. I try to match the book cover. I try to match the book cover. So I hope I
You
did pretty good
did.
with that
It's so
for
funny because I started to wear a red shirt also, you know.
I love it. I love it, guys. Make sure you stay connected with her. And once you finish, guys, definitely leave a review. I know that Sharon C. Cooper would be
I
so
would.
appreciative
I
of
would.
that as well. And of course, once you get your copy, take a picture, tag Sharon C. Cooper, spread the word that she has a new book out as well. And of course, author Sharon C. Cooper, I have to allow you, my friend, to have the last words of what you want to say to the people.
Thank you all for joining us this evening. I really appreciate it. I know everybody's like super busy. Definitely, if you enjoyed the book, let me know. You know, let me know what you liked or what you might not have liked. I get emails like that too, and I appreciate the passion that goes into reading
I
my
love
book.
it. I love
So
it. And
thank you
author
all for
Sharon C. Cooper,
joining.
I don't know if you see Mama Tony's message, but she
Uh,
says she have 45 Sharon C. Cooper books on her Kindle. So, guys, if you want to catch up with Mama Tony, go to her website, look at all of her backlist. Oh my goodness, you will enjoy. There's so many great books for you to enjoy as
yeah.
well. So I love it.
And
I love
Mama
it. I love
Tony has
it. And
been following me from the beginning, so I love her.
I love it. I love it. And again, thank you guys so much for joining us on tonight. It has been amazing hanging out with you guys as well. Go get you a copy of Believing in You. Trust me, it is waiting on you to one click so you can enjoy this great story as well. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on today. I'm Angela Anderson. Of course, stay connected with me. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Angela Anderson. You can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram. You can also follow me on TikTok, all that good stuff as well. I'm super duper excited to be able to bring you authors and their new books and some of their older books so you can find out about them and to celebrate with them as well. So that's our show for tonight. And as we always say, have an amazing day because we're having an amazing day. And until next time, guys, we'll see you later. Make sure you get a copy of Believing in You. All right.
Thank
Bye
you,
bye.
Angela.